Hello, this is Elijah Wells, and comes a new year, comes a new fresh start for everyone. I hope you all had an excellent Christmas or Hanukkah. And of course, let's find out what gets released in 2018. I want to lay some few ground rules like no movies that were released in North America widely last year, 2017. Well, I consider it last year because, yeah. And if it's not on my radar, I don't know anything about it yet, or the movie doesn't interest me enough. So without further ado, let's look out what the 2018 movies have to go and offer. Winter releases. This January, there are two films that kind of intrigue me. There's Maze Runner Death Cure, which has been delayed for like a year after one of the main actors got a gruesome injury that he apparently collided with an ongoing vehicle. And the trailer, although I haven't seen the previous Maze Runner films, it looks incredibly epic. It looks like it's going to close things down. I think the teen action films are kind of joined a bit. Either this is going to keep up the trend or it's going to kill it off. And of course there's Aardman's Early Man, which of course looks pretty dope with Eddie Redmayne and Tom Hiddleston in it, and it's directed by Nick Park, which is his first film for 13 years. Yeah, of course has the caveman who tries to upend the Bronze Age, and of course they invent sliced bread. And then on going to February releases. Crikey, my iPad's acting up a tad. There's Phantom Thread, which is said to be Daniel Day-Lewis's final movie ever, where he plays a fashion designer, and it's also directed by P.T. Anderson, who did There Will Be Blood, and a movie I really like, Magnolia. Of course, there's 1517 to Paris, which looks intensely scary, like spine-tingling scary, since it is directed by Clint Eastwood, who also made a spine-tingly teaser to American Sniper, which, you know, is the soldier who either must or will kill that kid with a grenade. And of course the attempted Islamic attack on a Euro train that went from, I think it was Amsterdam to Paris. Yeah, and actually had those Marines that actually stopped the Islamic attack and as their actors. 50 Shades Fled, I don't care, not watching it. End off. Of course, also in February there is Black Panther Step into the Spotlight, and the trailer again looks so good. The Andy Serkis, Michael B. Jordan as the bad guy after the boring Fantastic, and of course Black Panther himself. The trailer, both amazing. I prefer the first one due to the Run the Jewels Step into the Spotlight, which of course looks amazing. Also coming this February, there's Annihilation, which is from the same guy that did Ex Machina, but of course it's basically going to this contaminated zone, and pretty much from the looks of it a sort of remake of Alien, but this looks so brilliant with Jason Ling, with Jennifer Jason Leigh, who was from Hateful Eight and Anomalisa, Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, and Benedict Wong. Of course, there's been this feud from Paramount and Netflix of who's going to distribute who. I hope it gets a cinema release, so I really, for the love of God, just want to watch it. Spring releases. This March, there's also Tomb Raider. After the okay Assassin's Creed, there's Alicia Vikander, who's playing Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider movie after she took over the realm from Angelina Jolie. The trailer looks okay. I could watch it if it gets good reviews, but it looks interesting. And coming out on the same day, there's two art films that look very interesting. There's first The Square, which is a museum owner who pretty much questions his own meaning of life after he lost his phone. There's two clips I find particularly intriguing. There's a man half naked and he pretends to be a gorilla, stomping on the floor and hoeing at people like ho 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 ho, and pretending to be a gorilla, and a museum owner who lies about his own sex life. Yeah, Wonder Pomodoro. Yeah, at the same decade, Pomodoro, I gave the Golden Palm to Blues of War Mascara, the lesbian drama, and I, Daniel Blake, a film by Ken Loach, which again, and of course, this is probably one of the most intriguing movies that's probably won Pomodoro since Fahrenheit 9/11. And the same day, Mary Magdalene, which is of course Mary Magdalene's relation with Jesus, and it's directed by the guy who did Lion. And it also has Rooney Mara and Joaquin Phoenix. The trailer looks the cinematography in the trailer looks amazing. Yeah, I think I may say that on all biblical epics, like the cinematography is always good in those movies. And there's Peter Rabbit, which I swear to God, please do not screw it up. Yeah, I was, this is pretty much my toddler memories that you pretty much could meddle with at the moment. Since it got hit with massive backlash for just being way too hip for kids after the incredibly appalling reviews of the Emoji Movie. Of course, as James Gordon, Margot Robbie, Shea, and of course Donald Gleason. Your all mean son. And of course, coming out the same day, Wrinkle in Time, which looks intriguing. It has Chris Pine and Reese Witherspoon and Oprah Winfield. And Zach G. The trailer is pretty much trying to bend time and try to save your father. It kind of looks impressive. You know, my sister, when we watched the trailer with The Last Jedi, like not for me. I felt like I could give it a go. I could watch it. Hoping it won't be like Tomorrowland, where it's just so flat and just so boring. Just doesn't do anything with story. There's Pacific Rim Uprising. The bad news is it's not directed by Guillermo del Toro, who directed the original. Of course, he's directing Shape of Water, which looks incredibly beautiful, which I should check out. Yeah, I'm not sure about the big robots they're fighting against this time. I'm not sure if they're man-made, or like they're controlled by humans, or just alien robots. That kind of sounds awesome still. Yeah, of course, I'm just watching big mechs just destroy the living daylights out of each other. Yes! And of course, there's Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One. It is pretty much one big pop culture reference after another. Not just 80s pop culture references or pretty much pop culture references like Iron Giant, Akira, Back to the Future, A-Team, and Batman, and Chucky, Overwatch, and Tomb Raider, and the list just goes on and on. Yeah, it's pretty much, when I checked on Twitter, the antagonist's company kind of is familiar to FCC and people that, and pretty much trying to reform net neutrality laws. And it's probably along lines of that. Next up is the Wes Anderson's quite quaint Isle of Dog, where it's pretty much, from the looks of it, a Japanese boy tries to take over from his corrupt uncle who's running the country with some very quaint dogs. Yeah, as usual, the symmetrical imagery and even more funny imagery and more quintessential humour of Wes Anderson, which he experimented with Grand Budapest Hotel, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and Royal Tenenbaums. And of course, this is going to be another a visually pleasing movie with a more visually pleasing score by Axel Desplat. For this April, around the same time, there's New Mutants, which is probably the two words you wouldn't normally match together. Horror, superhero. The trailer literally is not what I all expected. I thought it was going to be like a whole little X-Men movie, but it turns out it's not. It's pretty much a full-on horror movie based in a haunted house and has Melissa Williams from Game of Thrones. It's scary, but I will watch it because I'm not afraid. On April, still on the same date, there is Rampage. Dwayne Johnson meets with Harambe as White Harambe, also known as George, destroys Chicago. Yeah, since in America it's going to be released on 20th April, which means Meme Day! And of course, let the memes begin. Of course, it's going to be so much fun, just turning my brain off just watching it. And of course, there's Avengers Infinity Wars. No 2018 anticipated film release is complete without Infinity Wars. The trailer is again big. Well, not just the Guardians of the Galaxy are in it, the long teased Thanos is coming. From phase 1, he's finally here. No more delays, it's finally here. And of course the trailer looks epic, especially with that metal Spider-Man suit. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like an AI controlled or Peter Parker's in it. 11th of May, Sherlock Gnomes or Romeo and Juliet 2. I feel like, okay, the first one's okay, but do we need the second one? But yeah, I could watch it, but seriously, what with the second one? Is it like we really need it? But I'm not judging. Then there's Solo Star Wars story, which has been hit with trouble after the original director Chris Miller and Phil Lord pretty much got kicked out of production. Mainly they want to comedicalize the story. Now it's taken over by Ron Howard. I don't know. No one knows a huge amount of story yet. Very little has been released, and it's still scheduled for a May release. And of course, it could change, could be delayed, but we're not sure what's going to actually happen. Summer releases. For this summer, there's also the Deadpool sequel. Of the weird the trailer where it's treat this movie like a painting. And of course, very quick snippets, and we barely any cable in the trailer, which kind of disappointed me a little bit because they didn't have much cable. But I kind of like the tribute to that painting guy with that big afro and a jacket that pretty much like I sound stoned and high as a kite when I say this. Technical issues. Yeah, the trailer should be another box office hit with a massive R rating. If so, I am in for a big treat. There's of course Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with Chris Pratt in the mix and J.A. Boyega, or the guy who directed Monster School. Pretty much it's going back to the island, this time abandoned of the events of the first film, and pretty much it's going to blow up. And Jeff Goldblum, the 90s swag guy, is back with more swag than the previous film. No matter how old he is, he still has swag. Of course, there's Ocean's 8, which I am very skeptical of, since there was this petition to remove Matt Damon over his sexual assault comments he made. And as stars females, which of course, back in Ghostbusters, when Ghostbusters was released like 2 years ago, pretty much people were botching the film to death before it even came out. Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical how the movie could play out. There's Sicario 2, Soldano. I love the original Denis Villeneuve movie, but this time, no Emily Blunt, and I think it's a prequel, I'm guessing from looking at the trailer, of Josh Brolin's and Benicio del Toro's character from the original. I know Denis Villeneuve is not directing this time, because I'm guessing he's involved in that Dune remake, or pretty much as being a film school person. I don't know what Denis Villeneuve is up to. Of course, Incredibles 2! I'm guessing they're taking the Underminer where the film left off 14 years ago. And a trailer just has Jack experimenting with his own weapons and burning Bob's hair off. Like, why? Why do you do this? Yeah, outside of that, I'm not sure if there's going to be a bigger antagonist in the Underminer, so I'm in for a treat. Could do it. There's Alita Battle Angels, after Ghost in a Shell, I think, and Death Note. I think movie studios are trying to do more anime adaptations. This is a more 80s one, of course. Yeah, and it has Christopher Waltz, that guy from Moonlight, Jennifer Connelly. And it's produced by John Favreau and James Cameron, his first movie since Avatar, which came out in 2009. And directed by Robert Rodriguez, who did Sin City and Spy Kids. Yeah, the trailer looks visually pleasing to say the least, but I hope it goes like in not in the not Ghost Shell's Death where it's pretty much the genre that really didn't take off. Hope it goes up in the upward trend, not video games where it's still going in a downward trend. And coming up this summer, Mamma Mia, here we go again. This is a prequel with Meryl Streep. And I don't sing any Swedish bear. There is nothing broken. Oh, there's Pierce Brosnan and Stalin Skarsgård. Not very bad singing of Mamma Mia. Yeah, ABBA, a Swedish band I hugely appreciate. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Then next, there's Mission Impossible 6. I virtually know nothing about it except Henry Cavill's in it. Could watch it, but I virtually know nothing at this moment now. No trailer's been released as of New Year's Eve. I virtually know nothing. Hotel Transylvania 3. Summer Vacation. After the Emoji Movie, I think it's pretty much evident Sony animations are going downhill from now. With the bad reception of Peter Rabbit, I think, who knows? Who knows where the road goes? Only time. And finally, there's Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I think this is first and second installment of the only Marvel film I haven't seen yet, Ant-Man. I may be missing much, but I may have to watch it. There's Christopher Robin, which is pretty much a sequel to all Christopher Winnie Pooh movies, and that he's now a middle-aged man and he's trying to recapture his own imagination. I hope it won't be like Goodbye Christopher Robin where the story is just so uneven. But who knows? Who knows? Autumn releases. Now I'll finish it off with the autumn and the winter releases. There's Venom, which has Tom Hardy and directed by a guy who did Zombieland. I know nothing about it except he's in it. Johnny English 3. Ronan Atkinson is back. I'm not sure what mission he's up to this time, but all I know there is a third installment. I hope it's not fake news. Jungle Book, or now retitled Mowgli, directed by Andy Serkis, Christian Bale, Benedict Cumberbatch, I think Kate Winslet or Kate Blanchett. I think I get the two mixed up, but yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard a little about it. Nutcracker and Four Realms. Yeah, I don't know where I was when I heard it. Like, what? Did this movie come out? What? When did I hear about this? What? I think this is maybe I just came out to blue. I felt like, what? Do we need this? But okay, what? Why is the sky blue? Dark Phoenix, which I've heard not a huge amount about. First Man, which is about Neil Armstrong, has directed by La La Land's director Damien Chazelle and has Ryan Gosling in it. Girl in Spider Web, a sequel to Girl with Dragon Tattoo by David Fincher, but he's not directing this time. Nor Rooney Mara, nor Danny Craig are returning. I'm not sure it's going to be a reboot or a rebootquel, but I don't know. The Grinch! The Grinch is having its own sequel, but this time with Benedict Cumberbatch by Illumination Studio. Okay, you can't outdo Ron Howard and the original cartoon. The hype is on your shoulders, but don't screw it up. Of course, there's Fantastic Beasts sequel, Crimes of the Grindelwald, which I guess takes place just after the events of the first film and take place, I think, in Paris. Yeah, it should be interesting. I saw photos recently. Yeah, I think it's just him screwing up and trying to clean up the big mess he just made, like the first one. There's Wreck-It Ralph 2. Break the internet with memes. Yeah, I think the premise alone, kind of like the Emoji Movie. I hope it doesn't suck. Where he just goes across the internet and just do mock product placements. Hope you don't screw it up. Mortal Engines coming this December, which looks pretty interesting. Seeing the entire cast swallowed up by Moving London, and it's produced by Pete Jackson, who did Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. which this time has an African American as this time, or one of the more recent comic books adaptations. And I'll do it now. Yeah, apparently after the massive breaking point as the Emoji Movie, the hype is real. With A, Sony to get its tail back in, and B, make a good animated superhero movie. Aquaman, which has Jason Momoa and directed by James Wan, should be good as Wonder Woman. Yeah, just as the standalone movies. I think I'm going to prefer DC doing standalone movies, since I think the bigger movies, they just get overstuffed and get carried away. Last two movies are Bohemian Rhapsody, which was directed by Bryan Singer until he stepped down after allegedly being too aggressive. And Mary Poppins Returns. After 60 years, she's coming back, but this time by Emily Blunt. Of course, this is Elijah Wells and what could happen in 2018, and bye!